Hello YouTube, this is the comic book reviewer, and today I'm doing a YouTube review on Starfire comic. Before I start the review, I'm going to tell you that I've watched Suicide Squad with one of my friends. It's a pretty good movie. I reckon you should watch it. Now get on with the review. It starts off like this guy that's actually evil. He goes to a ship and try and board it where these people were. He's actually a bad. He has like powers, but he's like a criminal type guy. So he boards the ship here, and he's end up like at first when you read it, you kind of don't know who he is, and he ends up talking to these people, says a lie and that. And here he is talking to the guy, and then he ends up figuring out something not quite right about this guy, and then he ends up, you can see right here, he then realizes that he knows that and everyone on that ship all died and there wasn't life left, and so he killed them all. He ends up realizing, and then he ends up trying to get out his gun and then trying to tell him to come in quietly. He ends up saying no, and then they end up having a little scruffle, and then this one actually dies. You can see here. And moving on. Starfire is actually more older in this universe. This is set in the new universe of Teen Titans versus Justice League. So she doesn't know what gnomes are, and she likes cats. Well, everyone likes cats, who doesn't? And she ends up not knowing what cat is, and she finds them very cute. And then she thinks the cat can swim, but cats can't. They fly in the water. Because they don't like getting their fur wet and stuff. And then she ends up, this cat has 6 paws, and then she ends up trying to, she wants the kitten, well the cat, but the cat don't want to know, and then it runs off. And then she ends up making a new friend and going to a new apartment and making a new friend. So these guys end up being killed, both of them, by this monster creature thing. And here's Starfire in her new outfit, like where she goes shopping undercover so people don't know who she is. And then she goes shopping and ends up liking fruits and don't know what watermelons are. And then she ends up making she meets her old friend who's a police officer, and they go aboard the boat. And then there's just like a little break bit here, so if you like chewing gum. And then they come across like this bit here when she's don't want her to, and she asks Starfire to not pick her up again and fly, when she ends up saying please fly again so I can get there fast, and Starfire says I thought you don't want me to fly. And this is when they like board the ship, and they end up finding a survivor and dead people, so they end up accusing this guy of killing them, but he isn't, he hid. And this is Starfire flying off to go to the blue monkey place, the blue monkey, to meet another person that also has powers, and this is the guy that's been killing people. So all the men fancy her and they all want to buy a drink, and Starfire doesn't know what they're doing it for, and then this person ends up telling her. And here's Starfire, and here's the evil guy, and he ends up fighting Starfire. Starfire thinks that it's after her, when really this monster creature isn't after Starfire after all, it's after her. It also has mutant powers. Well, not mutant powers, but powers. As you can see, she's flying with Starfire. And here's what they both look like together. And this is what will be happening next. So this is it for the video. Please like the video and comment down below and subscribe for more, and this video is probably my longest on my comic book channel, and thank you for watching it. I'll see you all later now. Bye!